Rules, Gangster Rules. You see us right here in Left Rack where the hearts is at. I'm with your boy Sandman, Gangster Rules TV. We put it down, tell you how the real streets is, man.
Stay in the motherfucking car. We're saying, we rolling, okay? This nigga, I don't know what he told you, but he couldn't tell you no inside real deal, okay? And that's a fact, Jack. I'll tell you something, right? This shit, right? He wished he could have been down with this shit, okay? If Ant was down with this shit, he would have put a federal time, okay? So he wasn't far deep, okay? There were certain parts of the clip that was envying us because we blew up faster than their sons. Like Walt had a son named Chico, Head, all of these motherfuckers, right? Kilo was his bodyguard. We blew up to $500,000 cash, right? And shit. And Wall's like let his crew know, like, you know, them little niggas in Long Island, they doing their thing. And shit. They family, right? And shit. Your Walls, man, fuck that, man. Once you know, it's just like Kilo jumps out. He runs behind him and jumps in the cab. Not to thing, he jumps in the cab to meet them so he can get his cut, okay? And shit, Chill went back to Long Island crying to Cleo saying what happened. Cleo's a good dude. You know what the motherfucker did? Chill, I front y'all a key. As soon as I leave the building, there's cops outside the building. So I told Gary, Herbie and Dow and Uncle Dave at the time, I said, yo, take off. They said, wait, I said, take off and make the first right that you can. Everybody know Harlem is one-way street, one-way street, one-way street, one-way. They panicking, they turn down a one-way street. Cops right there pulls them over, right? And I got like 20 packs. Right? These motherfuckers get stopped, right? I'm like, oh shit. So I know a girl who lived on 129th Street, right? In St. Nick. So I went to her house, I put up my vest, put up my gun, and my gold chain, I go back. So when I go back at the car, they got these two niggas handcuffed at the steering wheel. But I'm looking, I don't see my Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave snatched the bag and shit and ran out his boot. And it's like a park, like over there. So he ran through the park with the weed. So they called up for backup, right? So these niggas telling me don't come to the car. I'm not going to the car. But they trying to see who comes at the car. That's what they waiting on. He throwing out big buds. You know, he got like a half a pound of fucking thing on him. Throwing it out there on the ground. Dude's like, you know, tell him I got all what he need, right? So Fat Cat get a drift of it through his man Troy, right? Troy is Fat Cat, his lieutenant. So he said, yo, my man, do you be having a lot of shit? He said, all you need. He said, you got like 100 pounds on you now? He was like, something like that. He said, well, I'm coming out to Long Island and I'm gonna cop what you got. That nigga came out with $100,000, right? Shit, right? We didn't have the 100 motherfucking things to weed. We had like 85. So we sold it to him like that. Bam, that's Fat Cat boys and shit, right? So it's like, oh shit, right? I'm dealing with these kids in Harlem who had the hardest hard from Harlem, the hardest hard weed on 125th Street. Everybody knew about that, the hardest hard, right? Owned by Jamaican dudes, right? Right? Plus I had all the West Indian dudes and shit. And I had my man Gary Spot. He was like, he ran everything, right? His man, who he knew for a long time, that he heard he was doing kind of bad, right?
Yeah.
If I was 5 minutes on time, I'd have been shooting out. You know what I'm saying? I get there in the spot, it's a green door, you know, it's a light, you only pass in and you leave. The door is fucking open, there's blood all over the place, so I get it going. The door closed, right? They can't get in the crib, right? So now, it's like, that's where everything's at. So they shot him outside his crib. I was at the Palladium at the time, right? I get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning by Donnell's sister, Valencia. I was fucking Valencia. She calls me up, she cries. I said, what's up, man? They killed them. I said, who killed them? They killed Donnell, my brother. I can't believe it. I said, are you serious? Are you serious? Don't say that, Valencia. For real? I said, I'm going around there. She said, no, cops all around there. This, that. I said, for real? And shit, right? I was not gonna walk with you, but you gotta do something with them hips, right? So boom, right? So boom. People think it's me, so I can't go to his funeral. The word was on the street. Mike Lasson, Rashala, Armel, nobody can go to his. Rashala, Armel, and Aljabar and Mike and Lasson cannot go to Donnell funeral. The fucking homicide interrogated me for 7 hours, right? And shit, right? So I was clean. So I was with my group, right? So they had it down as 2 Spanish guys or Spanish or black guys. So in the sketch, I knew